Hello, hello. I am back. Um, I just wanted something to kind of unwind. And this game has been in my list for a while. Now, the reason why I got it, probably because it was on sale? Question mark. And I mean, it kind of looks interesting. It's a puzzle game. Honestly, never heard of it, never tried it before. I Obviously I'm playing on PC, so this is on Steam. This game came out in 2016, so a while ago. And yeah, let's get to it. I hope, by the way, that you guys are fine. Welcome to the International Times exhibition dedicated to decorative stained glass artisans of the 20th century. France. Okay, we recommend inspecting the exhibition starting France, leaving further route planning to you. Okay. How do I do that? Oh, I'm an idiot. Did not see the play button. Okay. Take note of red fragments with rings. They can be quickly matched with corresponding rings on the clock. Okay. And oh, oh, this is going to be oddly satisfying, I think. Oh, okay. So it appears that it's okay. It appears that it's you don't have to rotate much, like it auto rotates, I believe, for the red ones. Okay, so that's cool. Oh, this is actually quite dangerous. I think this is. Oh, okay. So it auto rotates for everything. Cool. This looks like a. Oh, it fits here. Ooh, okay. Sorry, this is scratching a weird part of my brain that is very soothing. Okay, so this is more like I don't think I have the thing yet. Let me rotate a little bit. Oh, okay. Look at it. Oh, cool. I was kind of like looking at the edge pieces. How do you guys do your puzzles, by the way? Do you start with the edge pieces and then move forward, or are you more like pure chaos? Let me do whatever I want to do without any rhyme or reason. If that's the case, I mean, mad respect, because I don't think I would be able to do that. Huh. Oh, this looks like it fits. Oh, how would you know if it doesn't work? Like, would the piece kind of like just bounce back? Or, I mean, so far it's actually like very beautiful. Goodness. Watch me just start streaming this because it's so soothing, and I actually really enjoy that kind of, you know, some kind of like nice game to have on backup whenever you don't really want to have like a super text heavy one. Let's see. Oh, no, I don't. Does it fit? Oh, it does. So does that mean that it's like this? No. Wait a second. Oh, wait, hold on. There's this shape. Where is it? Oh, I see. Is it this? This one? Yeah, let's go. Oh, oh. Here? Okay. All right. And this is a very odd shape. Perhaps in the outer ring, I'll be able to see it. So, like I said, obviously I don't know when exactly this episode is going to be released. I am planning on going on vacation pretty soon. So I honestly don't know if I'll have like, I don't think my tablet can. Ooh, okay, so I guess I have my answer now. Like, if if I make the wrong move, like, would it stay there or would it just be bounced away? Okay, so that was a good one. But yeah, so I honestly I don't know yet if I'll be able to edit or do anything like that. Mostly because my work tablet isn't very powerful, so I will have to kind of think about what kind of content I would want to release. Oh, that's a pretty lady. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, this is so nice. I think this belongs here. No. But yeah, so it's all about like the whatever should I do? It's going to be fine. If it doesn't get released, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's really just life is what it is. What it is. Why do I feel like? Oh, so it does fit here. Cool. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, there was a bosom. Okay. I see, I see, I see. Honestly, this is legit really, like, I don't know for you, but that stained glass kind of style is super good. Art Deco. Oh. Okay. Britain, Germany, Portugal, Italy. Okay, I see an arrow here, so I think Portugal is going to unlock a lot of like, ooh, I see. Let's start with Italy, I guess. Kind of curious on the. I think I'm going to go like outer circle, so unlock first everything that is currently available, instead of, you know, keep going on one route and disregard the others. Like, are these actually? I don't think those are actual, you know, pieces. If it is, I mean, absolutely gorgeous. What the heck? And I really need to pay attention to my timer because I don't want to go too crazy on this. Is this only clocks or is there like more to it? I have so many questions. Okay, here. It's just the look of it is so good. It's truly inspiring. Obviously, I don't work with glass, but the more I see the kind of stuff, the more I'm kind of like intrigued and want to do more. I honestly forgot how much I paid for this one. I don't think it would be super expensive. So, as of now, I mean, if it wouldn't take too long for you to determine, like, is this my kind of game or not? If it is, then, you know, go ahead and get it, you know? Ooh. I see. So you see kind of like the shape of a face here. Do I have? Wait. I believe those are going to be like Venetian masks. Yeah. What the... Where is it? Oh, here. Cool. Okay, so this is going to land here. Kind of, I want to know where is like the other faces. I mean, it's... Oh, it does fit here. Okay. That is oddly satisfying. Or just satisfying, period. Ooh, nice. It was kind of like out of luck. Really, no skills involved. Goodness. I feel like I just took that piece already. Okay, let me... No, not this one. Kind of looking forward this round shape. And this one up here. But I mean, I'm not going to stop if I find... Oh, I think this one. Okay, so I need a smaller one. There we go. Cool. How about this? Maybe this? Yeah. Okay. That doesn't look like this one fits really well. Like, it fits partially up here, but the left side is not. Oh, well, okay. I guess this I guess this works. Goodness. It's so pretty. I love the colors. Pretty sure I'm going to repeat that so many times. And again, this one that I just picked. No, don't take this. Oh, I think I know. There we go. Here. Oh. No, it's not gonna work. But I'm surprised. Like, I don't... Where does this one fit? Okay, here makes sense. Well, see, okay, the part that bugs me is this part here. It doesn't look like it fits. That's why I'm not really thinking. Oh, wait, the face here. There you go. Cool. It's definitely here. Nice. This seems to belong in the middle. Ooh, the mask is so cool. Oh, I like this. This is so nice. So it should belong here. Around here. Okay, we're done. Nice. Masquerade. That's so cool. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to do like the outer circle. Let's go to Germany next. I like the shape. Okay. Let's see. So this seems to belong... Huh? Bottom part? Where? Am I dumb or something? Okay. What the heck? What is... Huh? Oh, okay, so the circle thingy, the loading time, again described. Okay, these are the pieces. It's going to be in the middle. Is it going to be? No, there's some outer edges too. Huh. Okay, let's try and see if I can find all these edges first. Or not. I mean, I think it's going to influence kind of what do we have here? Nice. Okay. Seems to be here. For some reason, this one, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, which is probably is what's going to happen, but it feels like it's easier. I'm curious about the design now. Okay. So there's parts missing here. Wait. I want to find the bottom one here, so that should be good. Right, are these houses? Okay, top part. Can I find it? Those are mountains. Truly, truly a gorgeous game. And just the fact that it really scratches like a good part of my brain. It makes me happy. Oh, there we go. Here. I need some kind of like rounded parts up top. There we go. Should it? No, it's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. Oh, okay. Nice. This is definitely going to be here. I thought I couldn't really twist them around because I tried to come like drag my stuff down and it didn't want to do that, so kind of confused. Where would that go? Okay. Cool. This is really, I think, the quietest I've been recording an offline episode. Was that the right move? I don't know, but honestly, no regrets. It's a knight on a horse. That is so cool. You have the sun here, the horse right here, the knight. Oh, and the crown with the banner on the side. This one is a little bit hard to see compared to the other ones, but it's really beautiful. Okay, let's go to Britain. This is definitely going to be a very short one-off, but I'm going to play this one a lot offline. But when I release this one, I mean, if you'd be interested in seeing this, then just poke me. Don't hesitate to tell me, like, hey, I've seen that video and I'd like to see more, please. Okay, thanks. I would honestly gladly stream more. It's just it's such a very like quiet game. Not quiet, but you know what I mean. It's not very action packed. There's not like nothing very unhinged about it. So I wouldn't know, like, would that be actually interesting? I mean, this is the main reason why I really didn't do much, you know? I was like, well, you know what? Let me not do much, but my first plan was to never really record more than necessary for this one specific game. Um, I was more like, I want to try it, but at the same time, like, I'm not sure if it's going to be like super interesting. So let's just, you know, let's record one episode and call it quits. Um, is that Sherlock Holmes? Please tell me it is. I'd be so happy. And yeah, so it was like, why not? Why not? The other thing is going to hurt pretty much the algorithm if I just humor you guys with this. Okay. This one, I was kind of wondering, like, how does it get tougher? But judging by not necessarily the complexity, but judging by how the pieces gets more and more like crazy. I can see why, definitely. Oh, hold on. I think this is... Yeah. The Big Ben. Is it? It has to be. There we go. I feel like I'm just taking the same pieces. Okay, let's try to find like the odd shapes like these. Alright, these parts. Oh, I see it. One, cool. So it is small. A small piece. No, doesn't appear to be here. Outer ring. This is the head of Sherlock, almost. I'm saying Sherlock, not really knowing if it's truly him or not. I'm just going to assume that it is. Oh, okay. Let's see. Very specific. Huh. Okay, I wouldn't have guessed. I don't know if you guys saw how, like, almost awkward shape it was. So for me, I wouldn't have guessed. Unless it's a, croquet player? What do you call them? No, it is Sherlock. The pipe is here. Nice. And the nose. Oh, that's the violin. I actually love this. Sherlock Holmes has to be one of my favorite characters of all time. Where would I... Oh! Did not notice the top part. Well, rip me. Okay, now suddenly things makes a little bit more sense. There's always like this one part of a puzzle where you kind of start to get frantic because everything, like, there's so many pieces that are said that you barely have to guess really that it is like where everything fits. You kind of like, oh, I see it, I'm almost done. Okay, Portugal was the last one of the inner circle, obviously. All right, let's see. There's really not much that I can talk about right now. Goodness gracious. Oh, here. Cool. Okay. If it's not here, it's going to be on the other side. And then, let's see here. All right, so that's kind of like the main things that are set. Need to figure out the outer edge as usual. I mean, if it's feasible, of course. Oh, okay. Well, that said itself without me really thinking about it. I guess that's fine. Kind of curious what where everything would fit though. Oh, this is a very small piece. Ooh, nice. Where would it kind of wonder? Oh, here. The music is also fairly soothing. I almost feel like I need to give my review of the game at that point. I mean, for me, it's easy to recommend. If you like, you know, puzzle games that are like this, that is not very complicated, and perhaps it's because it's the current levels that I'm playing, you know? Maybe it's going to be a little bit more complex, like very tiny pieces. But as of now, it's not too complicated because the pieces basically rotate into the correct position right away. So you don't really have to think much about it. The only downside that I noticed is really so, and this is where I said, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but whenever you pick a piece, at times the shape doesn't truly fit. I don't know how to explain this. I need to find like a piece that I could probably showcase. Okay, so over here kind of fits, so that's really not really proving my point here. Let me try to find another piece that I could kind of show, because there's been times where how come it doesn't, there we go. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, maybe here. So you see, okay, so you have this piece on the, and I can't really point it, which is a shame. So not on the pointy end, but on like the chunkiest end. The bottom one that has like a gray bluish dark hue that fits like the edge of this puzzle. I don't know if you notice, it's just that if I put it side by side here, it just doesn't fit. Like the proportion just doesn't work. Like the edge seems too small compared to what I'm seeing right now. But if I let go, it fits. And I'm very confused by it. So it's super minor detail. But it does, you know, I could see someone who has a you know, a bit of a pet peeve when it comes to that, to just be like, this is just wrong, and not really enjoying said game, even though, I mean, it is super relaxing, you know. Small details, but still details that counts. Let's see. Oh, this is the part. Cool. So unless that bothers you, I still recommend trying it. It's not bad. Okay. There. Cool. The mast must be kind of confused by this now, actually. Here? Okay. Nice. So the sail is here. Okay. Slowly streamlining. That's what I told you before. When you get like less pieces and things seems to be so easy to see and figure out. Always like the super exciting part. That's a gorgeous boat. Galleon. Not me skipping super fast. My god, it's been 30 minutes already? Goodness gracious. Okay, let's go to Spain. Okay, let's see. So yeah, it is, so far it's not too hard. Really, because you have like, first of all, those first pieces to guide you. The fact that it auto rotates into the right position is actually very helpful. So I guess if you wanted a little bit more of a challenge, this might not be the game for you. But for me, it's perfect. Because I don't really want to, spend too much time like kind of thinking like, is this the right position, having to rotate everything. This is actually very, very good for me. Plus, I'm an idiot. So why not? Help me out there. Help an idiot out. What is it? Here we go. I really need, like, I could have spent time instead of playing this to actually draw a little bit more. So I do have projects that I need to do. Actually, this is getting harder. Interesting. Harder in the sense that the pieces could fit anywhere, so I really need to work on my edge pieces game. There we go. So yeah, I know I do have like quite a lot of projects that I really want to work on. It's mostly, I would say, a matter of timing. And I've spoken about this like tons of times before. But my really like my pet project for the podcast is definitely out there. I know that I need to work on the layout. It's interesting to me because the more that I brainstorm, the more I get like, oh, I could just click once. Oh, okay. So whoever would be interested in playing this, you don't have to hold like whenever you click. So what I was doing was to basically just hold my click But you don't have to. You just can click once and move it around. So that's perfect. It's just me. I spent too much time, you know. Well, not too much time, but I wasted so much time. That's nice. But yeah, no. So basically I do have a concept in mind. Aside obviously from having someone with me to talk about things and to kind of share, and not necessarily their knowledge, but just their experience is what I'm really looking for. And it's tough because obviously if you're in a different time zone, if you know you work and you can't really free yourself for specific things, it makes I would say some projects a little bit more difficult. It's not impossible though. That's kind of the the good part of things, is that it's not impossible. I just need to kick myself into reaching out, said people once everything is ready. But the concept is actually there. I know that I will have to ask. Have to ask my sister to help out, probably with some stuff. That I do need to learn. So this is all over the place, but basically, as you, I mean, for those of you who may know me a little bit more, I'm someone who's pretty much like self-taught in a lot of things, specifically when it comes to drawing, and you know, yeah, when it comes to drawing, I've never really taken a course in drawing before. Just like the regular, you know, drawing class when you're like a kid, or some kind of like optional class in high school, where they didn't really teach you like techniques or anything. It's just basically like be creative and that's it, you know. And so I never really learned from anyone. Lots of observation, and I mean, the beauty of things is that nowadays you can find a lot of like tutorial on YouTube, so you can perfect your craft and art through that. It's just that there's a lot of projects, or at least things that I picture in my brain that I want to create. However, it is wait, where would that fit? I guess not here. And you know, when you have like a somewhat clear picture in your brain, but you don't know how to execute it in order to make it come to life. And also because of your, depending on, you know, your level of creativity, sometimes it's a little bit tougher because your skill level, no, your skill level does not match your creative mind. So that means that the picture that you have in your mind is so much clearer than what your skill can do. And so you can't, that's how you bump into the problem of, I finished my drawing, but I look at it and I really hate it because it does not look like what I had in my mind. If like, does that make sense? And so this is perpetually me. Right now I do have like a lot of projects in mind and I want to do a lot of things. However, I do not have the skill set to do what I want to do, but well enough for me to not get mad at myself from not nailing it. It probably sounds crazy if I say it like that. But I think it makes a little bit more sense than like to more. I think it would make more sense to a lot of people. You know, if I explain it that way. It's kind of like the struggle of everyone who works in arts, are like more like a creative thing. I mean, I guess that's why people pay editors to edit their videos, because they have like a clear, not necessarily a clear picture, but video editing obviously takes time. But I think it's also like kind of like the skill set. Like it takes a certain amount of like skills in order to edit videos efficiently. Really putting a lot of emphasis on efficiently. Because you don't have all the time in the world, and video editing takes quite a lot of time. Even simple editing can become very tedious in the long run because you don't know like all the shortcuts, you don't know like how to do one specific effect, so you kind of like add steps that are most of the time unnecessary. And it's kind of like the struggle bus. So yeah. I'm really just I just need to learn a little bit more like skills, I guess, for what I need to do. Skills that currently I believe that my sister has more than myself, at least for now. The beauty of it is that I'll be able to ask her, hey, by the way, can you show me how you do it? And you guys, be patient. You guys will discover soon enough what was in my mind at the time. But like I just need to be patient and accept the fact that, yes, I will definitely need some help on that aspect. And be fine with it. There's nothing wrong with getting a little bit of help, especially in this particular project. Once in it, I speak so vaguely about it, because honestly I don't want to put too much expectations, if there is any, really, but maybe like towards myself. Like I don't want to get worked up about something that may not be done. And I don't want to be pessimistic here. It's just that, life happens. And sometimes like whatever plan that you had needs to be kind of like flushed down the drain because some unforeseen events decided to happen, and now you're kind of stuck with whatever situation that you're in. But yeah, so I have to speak vaguely about it, and it's perfectly normal to me. just to kind of like give you guys an idea, it's just that the visual is somewhat clear in my brain, which is the great part. I don't think the actual content of what I'm going to talk about is that obscure, at least to me. I think I do have like a somewhat clear picture already planned, depending on who's going to be there and what kind of subject we're going to talk about. Like, I already know like the structure that I want to have on it. I don't want, you know, and what I don't want also to have on said podcast project, because truly the main goal of that podcast was to really just have a conversation like between friends about various subjects that may or may not be not necessarily sensitive. I don't think I'm going to talk about like a super sensitive subject, but you know, that may or may not be serious. It's kind of like my streams. There's times where things get super unhinged, and I welcome it, and it's, you know, always a ton of fun because you corrida. Oh, I see it now. The bull. That's nice with a crown. But yeah, so where chat just cracks me up with, I have to say, and I have to highlight it again, but with the funniest, you know, timing, like, and sense of humor that I've seen, because I mean, it's so funny, it's so good, and you know, if I know that if I have like somewhat of a, and not a great day, but I feel like chat is never disappoints me in cheering me up in some kind of way. So that's a part where I'm super grateful. But at the same time, there's definitely moments where I voluntarily, it's not, oh no, like whatever happened to make it serious. No, it's me. I made it serious. But honestly, there's, you know, moments like that where I have like a somewhat of a serious talk, and I personally think that it's not so bad. But that's also what I want to bring in my on my podcast project. I want to bring like somewhat not super like duper deep conversation. Well, I mean, it could become deep for sure, but more like I want to really showcase like a whoever I'm inviting, I want them to share like their personal experiences and POV, getting to know a little bit more about the either content creator, the friend, or both. I mean, I consider a lot of people within the cozy content, you know, community as friends, but just to bring them and say, hey, let's actually talk about like a certain subject that you won't really hear within the content, like the cozy content community. I mean, it makes perfect sense because a lot of people are here to be like, oh yeah, I want to entertain people. I want to be like that one space where you can just you know, unwind and think about something else. in my case, though, I'm kind of it's funny. Maybe the more I talk about it, it's like, is this an actual good idea? But I actually want to have a serious conversation. Like I want to be like, no, let's talk about this. You know, let's, even though it's serious, let's not be scared and point out things that do not work and try and just like brainstorm. And I'm not saying like, you know, how can I even explain it? Like what I don't want it to become is that, oh, here's a solution. Like, why don't you fix it that way? Because I know that if you have like a brain cell that works in your brain, goodness, that one was fast. That's a minotaur. Nice. If you have like somewhat of a brain cell that works in your brain, you already know that it's not that easy. But I just want to humor kind of like a different side of things without claiming like this is the complete truth and this is exactly how things should be. I hope that makes sense. Because there's definitely that it could become like a very slippery slope of, you know, being holier than thou and claiming like, see, this is the solution. Why don't you think about this shit? When clearly, I mean, life is more difficult than this. And if someone claims that the solution is that easy and here, fix this shit and it's going to be over, then you probably you're probably just a kid or a baby having a very idealistic way of thinking, or an adult that is delusional, in my opinion. Again, in my opinion. Or a hopeless romantic. You know what? I'm going to say a hopeless romantic. I think it's far less mean than saying delusional. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have like the perfect solution that is not going to hurt anyone or to create any conflict, but that's not life. And so for me, that's the part that I don't want it to become like, oh, see, this is the solution. No, I just want to let's talk it out and acknowledge that like the solution is not easy. The solution will most likely never happen. But let's just humor a conversation where in the person that I'm probably going to invite, like in their ideal world, how would it work? And kind of like banter from there. And be like, if I have like a different opinion, which could definitely happen, but if I have like a different opinion, like, is there some kind of like common ground that we can, achieve? Is there, another angle that we haven't really thought of for said problem that we still definitely have to take into account. Like I said, obviously without claiming to have the solution for everything, because that would be very pompous. What would be the word? I'm very much English impaired. English is not my first language, so I'm kind of like struggling on finding the right word for this, but it would be it would, to me, it would be crazy to claim here's a solution. This one is beautiful. I love it. I always love that kind of like that Egyptian like drawing and kind of feel to it. Okay. Sweden and Iran. Oh, there's the USA. I have to do the USA. America. I think I'm going to end it here because it's almost been an hour. Jesus. But yes, so I really wanted to become like more like an interesting conversation between friends without claiming holding the absolute truth and the second coming of Christ, you know? That's not my goal here. I just want things to be like interesting, more in the sense of share to me your experience with said problematic and bounce from there, you know. So that's kind of like my angle on things. So the subjects are really a work in progress. Although I do have like a pretty good idea. There's like some definite stuff that I want to talk about. If, you know, the person concerned originally are still interested in, you know, bantering with me. If not, you know, it's okay. I would understand. But yeah, so the way that I want to do things is mostly like more like episodic kind of episodes, a little bit like this, you know, offline content that gets released, but is more of a, you know, a podcast recorded in a very long session that I'm going to just morsel and, you know, release it in different bite-sized parts. And like I said, obviously I want to regroup the subjects that I'm basically talking about. And see what happens, you know? Because I think there was like the idea at first, I mean, ideally speaking, would have been to be like, okay, let me have like an actual podcast that I get to release bit by bit, and there's going to be like episodic, like not episodic, but like let's say like a monthly session recording that could be streamed. I think that was a kind of like the first draft of my idea was to let me, once I have like my membership kind of like situation, which is not going to happen like now, but I mean, I'm working on it, but once I get like the membership thing going, to have like a member stream where I get to record the podcast session, and then eventually like just clip a few things and just release it. A little bit like shout out to the Artsy Gamer. Love her. If you guys are not subscribed to her yet, she has a member only stream where she records basically kind of like an interview dash podcast situation called Gamer Gabs. Super cool. Honestly, I've been terrible at catching up the episodes, but I absolutely love, like, she has a way, man, this is me I'm going to sing so much praise. Um, she has a way of just expressing herself in a manner that is super clear, um, like extremely respectful, very easy to understand, and still like make it very interesting, into kind of like sharing the person's experience. I didn't want to like bootleg her thing. And so I was like, oh man, would that be like a good idea to make it the like a member only kind of like stream and record everything? And I mean, it could work when I think about it. Now my main problem was really that moderation would be tricky. Does that make sense? I think moderation would be tricky, because originally speaking, I wanted to have like chat around and see if with everything that I'm talking about, it's going to spark some questions from the audience. And if it did, then I would be able to address those questions immediately during the basically quote unquote the show, and kind of be like, oh yeah, so here's like the question from the audience, segment, and kind of like take notes and answer all of them. I mean, in the first place, the reason why I decided to have mods on my channel was for this. I wanted to have like a moderating crew that could work with me into kind of like filtering the questions. So as chat would type the questions, I would take notes of them, like in the back of my mind without really, taking notes, like actual physical notes. And obviously, like the moderators would be doing the same, and kind of like filter through more like the spammy questions, or the questions that are not very. It's not that it's it's not that it's boring or not interesting. It's that I don't think that it belongs in that specific, part or like chapter of the quote unquote episode. So I'm going to take like an example. If I'd be talking about like a specific subject, like art, like this, and someone completely asked a different like question. It was like, what is your favorite movie? Obviously, I'm not going to answer that because it doesn't add anything to the story. And yeah, and have that. But then it evolved. You know what? It's so addicting. Oh, Canada! I have to do this. I'm Canadian. I have to do this. And actually finished after this one. But yes, so I have people filter through that to kind of like make first of all, the good part is it would have been interactive with the audience. It would have been like a little bit more interesting because I think there's a lot of moments, especially in my case, like that I listen to a podcast or I listen to a stream and I'm like, I have so many other questions that comes into my mind as the person talks about it that I was like, oh man, I want to be able to answer those questions. And I want to kind of like scratch that itch of I want to know more about this, and there's always like, I mean, it's the same as when you're at school. You know, when you're at school, you listen to the teacher or you don't, depending on what kind of student you are. No shade here, because I'm probably a terrible student too. But yeah, so like you get to listen to someone talk, and as they talk, you like, I don't know if you guys do that, but I do. I respond back to my screen. I actually respond back to my screen. And so that's the main reason why I'm like, for those of you who do that, that would have been a very cool opportunity to just, you know, to have those questions answered live. However, I think there's a lot of like logistics problem related to this. And this is too perfect. Oh no, I'm an idiot. It's here. There we go. There's a lot of like logistics that comes with it, and I was, unfortunately, you know, it's like, oh man, maybe that's not gonna work. Maybe it's not necessarily, well, no, it's not necessarily, it is a lot of work for, first of all, me, but also my mod crew. I think it puts too much weight onto their shoulder, and it almost forces them to be there. Does that make sense? Like, it, to me, modding, especially because I am, you know, I'm not balling, you know, I'm not, I don't have like a shit ton of money where I can put mods onto a payroll. You know, I mean, that would be the freaking ultimate goal here. If I can get the amount of money to actually put moderators on a payroll, listen, that, I mean, I don't think I would mind doing that. If it's not necessarily like moderators, but for specific things, then yes, absolutely. But yeah, so I think it would put too much pressure on them to be there, and, you know, like, what if they can't be there? And having, I don't want to put like that, oh shit, like there's a stream, there's the podcast stream, I can't be around, and like, is my absence going to hinder kind of like the workflow of things? Plus, I mean, workflow, the fact that I know myself, I would probably like be reading the comments and still do the job and ask for mods to also do the same seemed too crazy. You know, it ended up not making a lot of sense, at least to me at the time. And there's no guarantee that I'm not going to do like some kind of like hybrid between one thing and another, of course. But still, like, because of that, was kind of a little bit like turned off at the idea of doing some kind of like live session. So I personally think that what I'll do would definitely be more like offline recordings, a very long offline recordings that I'm going to record and, you know, edit afterward and just release as I go. I would definitely, you know, because that would be much easier to edit. Kind of like, at any moment, if you want to do a retake of something because you kind of like fumbled on your words, and you're like, oh my god, I'm embarrassed. Can you please edit that so it seemed more coherent? Then yeah, like this is kind of like the work that I'm expecting, like post-production work that is more like normal, at least to me, like on what I'm expecting to do for a podcast. But yeah, goodness, that was it was more of a serious quote unquote topic, but it's just to give you kind of an idea of his future project. Oh my god, I'm looking at the time. Jesus, it's going to be 1 hour and a half. Are you kidding me? But I can't really edit. Oh shit, I actually have to work faster to figure out like the puzzle, because I set everything on a timer and it's gonna cut if I'm losing too much time. Oh no. I wanted to relax, but here I am like feeling stressed out because I have to finish this. What is going on? You know what? Should I do another episode of this? I think I will. I think it is going to be a two-parter. A two-parter? Like, yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Hold on. I'm going to do my best. The closer I'm going to get to the end of the timer, let's do this. Speed run. Let's go. Oh. Let's go. It's not working here? Okay. Let's go. Speed run. Speed run. Like the closer I'll get to the end of this, like if I'm truly towards the end and I'm like, okay, you know what, it's not gonna work, I'll definitely, do a second part, because I have to finish Canada. I have to. Okay, what the heck is this? I don't even recognize, like, what is this supposed to be? A beaver? There's no beaver here. The fuck is going on here? Okay. Here. The heck? What in the hell? Honestly, I'm so confused. What is this supposed to be? Is this some kind of like... Is there a place in Canada that has this that I don't recognize? If yes, I'm an actual disgrace as a Canadian. I'd like to apologize my home country for being so bad. And I'm going to try and be a better Canadian. Would that work? Does that apology work? Oh my god, the time is still like... The time is still ticking. Oh, there it is. There it is. Good. The fuck? Wait. No, it has to be at the bottom. Here. No. Oh, there we go. Fuck. What is it supposed to... Mountains? It has to be mountains. Bruh. Well, how about a maple leaf or something? Or a beaver or a moose? Why would you put like mountains was tough as shit to determine? Oh, I think I'm going to do it. Let's go. The speedrun strat worked. So this could definitely be a one-off, unless you guys want to see more, then by all means. Yes! Cranes? Oh my lord. Okay, fine, I get it. Alright, so the speed run actually worked. Ugh, stretching. Oh my god. There's 10 out of 50? That's crazy. Well, I guess this is going to be it. Sorry for my super serious kind of like rambling towards the end. I did not expect to be so invested in this. What the hell? So this is Glass Masquerade Origins. I'm currently playing on Steam. I believe it's on Steam only, unless it's elsewhere, but I did not look for it. It's a game that came out in 2016. Super like soothing in a way, like obviously because I had a clock ticking. That's the main reason why I was getting stressed towards the end, but like definitely like to me kind of like an unwinding kind of game. Definitely check it out if that's your type of game. It's really not too hard, even though there's a little bit of like a little bit of wonkiness when it comes to proportion. But yeah, so if you made it this far, truly thank you so much for watching. Don't hesitate to hit that like button, to hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. But just you being here really helps out the channel all the time. I'm still not sure when I'll be streaming soon, but you know, I'm working on it. I still have like a few games that I need to finish and to record. Even the release of the offline episode, I think it's going to be a little bit more hazardous with time, because I do have like constraint when it comes to like whoever is going to stay at my place, aka my brother-in-law. Love him. It's just that it's always a little bit tougher to record and edit and do everything with my work schedule also. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!